Hey guys, Chris here. In this video, we are doing the Norwegian high-speed run in the Volkswagen ID.3 with the 58 kilowatt-hour battery pack. I'm so excited guys to finally test this car on this route and see how it fares. And guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and please drop a like on the video down below. That helps the video, it helps the channel, and helps me immensely, so thank you very much. But if you're new here, the Norwegian high-speed run is a 615 kilometer test on a mixture of motorways and high-speed country roads with an average speed of around 100 kilometers an hour or about 60 miles an hour, where the whole point of the test is to do it as quickly as possible. So we are battling the clock, and what this simulates is the real-world travel time of an EV from point A to point B to point C or back to point A, because the cars with the best range, the best efficiency, and also the quickest charging will be able to finish this test the quickest. And atop of the throne sits the Tesla Model 3 long range with a heat pump, the 2021 model, at 6 hours and 57 minutes. Still not beaten. I don't think we're going to beat it today, but according to a Better Route Planner, which is the app I use to plan these tests, this car should take 7 hours and 20 minutes, which is only about 20 or some odd minutes off the pace of the Tesla Model 3. The current temperature outside is 2.5 degrees Celsius. We should, if we're lucky, hit double-digit plus temperatures. And according to a Better Route Planner, again, which is the app I use to, do these tests, the car should take 4 charging stops, but I think we can manage with only 3 or maybe 2. And the advantage with less charging stops is less overhead and less detour. So we're currently just going to top up to 100% state of charge here, and then we will be on our way.
Ooh, shawty, swing by my way. Left the X-Men, she was singing my way. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. Ooh, shawty, swing by my way. Left the X-Men, she was singing my way. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. No more fast ones, gotta lead.
40 minutes on the road, guys, and you can see our consumption, 21.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, is a bit high. We have covered 68 kilometers and 99 kilometers an hour in average speed. But as I said, that average consumption is still a bit high, and well, that is due to the change in elevation. The first hour of this trip, we're climbing, we're dropping, we're climbing, we're dropping a bit, but also we do have a headwind of about 5 to 6 meters per second, which is kind of strong. I can hear it off the windshield here that it is more windy than it usually is, and we should have that headwind all the way down to Kristiansand. So let's check our distance here to Kristiansand, which is 239 kilometers, and our range is 238 kilometers, which is quite interesting. I don't think we're going to be able to make it. Maybe we'll be lucky to make it, but I think we're going to stop at Ionity in Lillesand on our way down, top up a bit, go to Kristiansand, and then back to Ionity in Lillesand. So maybe we could do this with 2 charging sessions, but we'll just have to see, because this headwind, and look at the clouds, guys. You can see the low clouds moving quite quickly across the sky. But yeah, so it really depends on, the consumption, the headwind on the way down.
Ooh, shawty, swing by my way. Left the X-Men, she was singing my way. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. Ooh, shawty, swing by my way. Left the X-Men, she was singing my way. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. No more fast ones, gotta lead.
Okay guys, we are now here at Shell in Tvedestrand at the Fortum chargers here, our first charging stop. And guys, I actually filmed while arriving here, but I have been having issues with my microphone the past few days where the audio just cuts completely out, and that is what happened when filming here when I arrived here. So I do apologize, I have to do this take again. But yeah, we arrived here we stopped here because we didn't have enough juice to get to Ionity in Lillesand. We were, the range was a little bit less than the actual distance, so maybe we would have been able to make it, but I mean, there's no point in taking that risk. We can just stop here to charge here at Fortum in Tvedestrand. So our consumption thus far has been 20.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, average speed 97 kilometers an hour. We've been on the road for 2 hours and 18 minutes, covered 227 kilometers. And when we connected to the charger here, we got a peak speed of about 90 kilowatts, and now we're currently at 54%. And we are at around 50 kilowatts. So, I mean, we didn't hit that maximum peak speed. I don't think we're going to lose that much time, maybe a few minutes. And I have calculated, well, we arrived here with 15% state of charge. And to get to the train station in Kristiansand and then get back here, which I think is what I'm going to try to do, we should charge to about 75% state of charge. Remember, we do have a headwind on the way down, and I can see here it is blowing, and when I was out filming just prior, it was blowing. So, I mean, if my calculations are correct, if we top up to 75% state of charge, we should have enough electricity to go to Kristiansand and then get back here again, and then top up here to get back to Sandvika, meaning only 2 charging sessions, which, I mean, it will give us the best time. Yes, we will be charging a bit slower going to 75%, but I mean, this car doesn't throttle too much, and it really doesn't throttle before you are above 80% state of charge. I mean, between 70 and 80% state of charge, we're still getting around 50 kilowatts. So I don't think we will lose any time at all. And the time we will lose, we will make it up by not having to connect to a charger one more time and doing another detour to a charging station. Okay guys, we are now here at the train station in Kristiansand, our turnaround point, and still the Mer chargers here are green and not blue as they are everywhere else. They still have the grønn kontakt logos. Look at that, guys. That is so weird because these are Mer chargers. Okay, so before we turn around here, let's take a look at our consumption. I'm just going to stop here. And consumption has now dropped to 19.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, 13 hours and 13 minutes driving. That does not include charging. 96 kilometers an hour average speed, 313 kilometers. And you can see the outside temperature is now 11 degrees Celsius. And let's check our stated charge. 45%. We went to 75%. So I think maybe we will be able to go further than Shell Tvedestrand. Maybe we will be able to make it to the next charger, and that means a shorter charging time next time we stop.
Ooh, shawty swing by my way. Left the X-Men, she been singing my way. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. Ooh, shawty swing by my way. Left the X-Men, she been singing my way. No more fast ones, gotta lead a highway. No more fast ones, gotta leave.
Okay guys, we are now back here at Shell in Tvedestrand at the Fortum charger, and hopefully my audio is working just fine now, so we can actually do this filming of, well, connecting to a charger. And what I'm going to do now is that when I was here last time, I saw that they have 350 kilowatt chargers here. So that's what we're going to test. I haven't tested them. Let's go ahead. Wrong way. That's reverse. And let's go ahead and just park right around here. So these should be 350 kilowatt chargers. Okay. And quickly, let's take a look at our consumption. So, okay. So here's our consumption now has dropped to 19.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Our average speed has dropped to 91 kilometers an hour. That's because we sat about 12 minutes in traffic. I'm going to subtract that at the end of the trip because I didn't note where the traffic started, where it stopped, and the time we spent. So 15% state of charge. So we're going to, just actually exit here. And let's connect to the charger here. And let's see if we do get any decent speed. Hopefully we will. So, no, this is a 150 charger. Why did I think this was a 350? Yeah, I saw it from a distance that it was 350 charger, but maybe we will get a little bit better speed from this one than we did from the other ones over there, because we don't seem to be getting maximum speed out of the other cam powers, the ones over here where we have had issues with the Audi e-tron. And yeah, so I think this is good. Yeah, okay, you can hear the clicking sound from the relays, and let's see what kind of speed we do get. Okay, 91, 98. Okay, fantastic, guys. It looks like we are getting the maximum, the peak speed, and that is fantastic. So no need for yo-yo driving. Ambient temperature now is around, I think it's like 11 degrees Celsius. So we're going to charge here now to about 78% stated charge is what I have calculated. We may be able to get back with only 75, but just for a safety buffer, the wind can change, and all the other variables. If we go to 78% stated charge, we should have enough juice. So connect here for about 30 minutes, and the charging sessions we're going to have, according to a battery planner, were 49 minutes for charging sessions. But what that doesn't count is all the connecting time, all the overhead. And I think only doing 2 charging sessions, even though it looks, from the looks of it, that we will be charging for about 60 minutes today. I mean, we lost a few minutes because we charged over here where, yeah, they had a little bit lower speed. So in reality, we're maybe only losing about 5, 6, 7 minutes because of connecting to a charger twice instead of 4 times. But again, I think we are making that up in the overhead time that we are saving. We are now back here at our starting point here at Circle K in Sandvika, and we arrived with 4% stated charge, so plenty of juice left. None of the 0% stated charge driving today. I was well within my calculations, and yeah, so our consumption actually dropped to 18.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers due to, well, us having a tailwind on the way back. And actually, that is the second lowest consumption of any EV I have tested on the Norwegian high-speed run, only bested by, well, you guys guessed it, the Tesla Model 3 2021 long range with a heat pump. Though when I did the test in that car, it was much colder than it was under today's conditions. So we started the day with 2.5 degrees Celsius, and the temperature rise to about 10, 11 degrees Celsius, and has stayed there since noon, and that is the temperature now. But what is interesting is the time this took with the ID.3. So the ID.3 with the 58 kilowatt hour battery pack completed the Norwegian high-speed run in, drum roll, 7 hours and 40 minutes. But we have to subtract 14 minutes from the trip due to traffic. That is the extra time we did sit in traffic, versus if we didn't sit in traffic on the same stretch of road. So I mean, that is still very, very good for being this type of vehicle and in this price class, and with a battery size that is, well, 58 kilowatt hours. Because if we look to the other cars in the chart, we did it better than the Polestar 2 performance, though it was colder when we did that test. But if we look to the cars that are better than this, well, the Audi e-tron, both the S and the 55, and also the Ford Mach-E, and also the Tesla Model 3 long range. And if we look to the cars that are comparable to this car, both in price and in battery pack, we have the Kia e-Soul with the 64 kilowatt hour battery pack, which completed the task in 7 hours and 59 minutes. So this is considerably quicker, though of course the run today was done under much milder temperatures than we did in the e-Soul. It is mostly due to this having better efficiency, but also having quicker charging. So I find that very interesting. So Still, even though we didn't, hit the time of, a better route planner, we're about 6 minutes off the pace. We may have been able to do it a few minutes quicker if we did 4 charging sessions. But again, I think the time we do lose in, stopping, connecting to a charger, I don't think, in the real world, we did lose any time at all. So guys, let me know what you think of the time posted today by the ID.3. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always guys, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.